Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're talking about the grind. Yeah, all those repetitive, soul-crushing business tasks that just seem to eat up all your time and, let's be honest, your money. We're talking about things like trying to juggle complex staff schedules or constantly having to chase down payments. We're going to dig into how automation can finally solve these headaches for good.
So let me ask you something. Does your day-to-day feel like you're drowning in spreadsheets and endless email threads? Are you constantly copy and pasting the same information from one place to another, just praying you don't make a mistake? If you're nodding right now, you already know just how painful and, frankly, inefficient that whole manual process is.
And look, this isn't just a little inconvenience. It's a huge deal. Every single hour that you or your team spends doing this manual busy work is cash flying right out the window. It's not just about the time you're wasting. It's about the real revenue you're losing and all the opportunities for growth you're missing out on.
Okay, so let's call this what it is. It's the manual work trap. We're going to break down exactly how these outdated processes trick you into putting in way more effort for way less actual progress.
To make this super clear, we're going to focus on two classic real-world business nightmares. First, that tangled web of complex scheduling. Think about a nurse or doula staffing agency where people's availability is changing all the time. And second, we'll look at the tedious, painful process of invoicing and billing, especially if you're working with a bunch of 1099 contractors.
But here's the good news. There is a much, much smarter way to work. The solution is AI-powered automation. And you know what the best part is? It's not some far-off futuristic thing. It's here now, and it's more accessible than you probably think. This is really about working smarter, not just harder.
So what is this magic we're talking about? It's called no-code automation, and it's actually pretty simple. All it is a way to get the different software you already use to finally talk to each other. They start handling tasks all on their own, and you don't have to write a single line of code to make it happen.
And this works with the tools that are probably already running your business right now. I'm talking about your CRM, your online forms, your spreadsheets, even your email. We can tie them all together into one smooth, automated system using amazing platforms like Zapier or Airtable.
Now, this is the really crucial part, so listen up. You do not need a big IT department or a team of expensive developers to pull this off. This tech is specifically designed for business owners, for managers, for you and your team to use directly. No tech genius required.
All right, enough talk. Let's see how this stuff actually works in the real world. Let's take that first problem we mentioned, that insane scheduling puzzle. Just imagine for a second you're running that staffing agency for nurses or doulas, and schedules are just a constant moving target.
Instead of chasing people through endless emails and texts, picture this. A nurse just fills out a simple online form with her availability. The second she hits submit, boom, the master schedule spreadsheet is updated instantly, in real time. And then double boom, the rest of the team gets a notification in Slack or email with the new schedule. No manual data entry, no confusion, just solved.
Okay, so that handles scheduling. Let's switch gears to that other major headache, the never-ending cycle of creating, sending, and then chasing down invoices for all your 1099 contractors. It's such a time sink, right?
So check out how this automated flow works. The very moment one of your contractors marks the job as complete in your system, a perfect, accurate invoice is generated and sent out to the client, just like that. But it doesn't stop there. The system then keeps an eye on the payment status and will even send out polite little reminders if it's getting late. You literally never have to think about it again.
Now, fixing these individual tasks one by one is awesome, for sure. But the real game changer, the real payoff, is the massive impact all of this has on your entire business when you put it together. It's so much bigger than just a little convenience.
So, what does that look like in actual numbers? Well, on average, teams that put these kinds of workflows in place save over 15 hours every single week. Let that sink in. That's almost 2 full workdays that you and your team get back. What could you do with 2 extra days every week?
I mean, the difference is just night and day. You go from the total chaos of manual data entry and constantly chasing people for money to a beautiful system where data just syncs itself, invoices go out on their own, schedules are actually optimized, and those expensive little human errors, they basically vanish.
And the benefits just keep coming. Suddenly, you can grow your business without having to hire more people just to keep up with the paperwork. Your operational costs actually go down, and your staff, they're so much happier because they get to focus on the work that really matters, not mind-numbing busy work. And of course, the person who benefits most is your customer, who gets a faster, more reliable experience.
So right about now, you're probably thinking, okay,
This sounds incredible, but where on earth do I even start? And that's the best part. There's a really clear, straightforward path to get you going.
Look, this isn't some huge, intimidating project. It's really a simple 5-step path. It all starts by just figuring out which manual tasks are your biggest time wasters. From there, a custom plan is designed just for you. Then the actual workflows are built, you go live, and it's continuously fine-tuned and improved as your business grows. It's a completely guided process.
Which really brings us to the most important question of all. Once you remove all that friction, all that busy work, all that daily grind, what actually becomes possible for you? What could you and your team build, create, or achieve with a business that finally works for you instead of the other way around?